Hello, my name is Mark Weidenbecker, and I'm a head and neck surgeon at Metro Health. I treat patients with head and neck cancer and voice and swallow problems. I also specialize in the surgical management of obstructive sleep apnea, which is what I want to talk to you about today. Obstructive sleep apnea, also called OSA, is the most common sleep-related breathing disorder and affects approximately 15% of all Americans. OSA is caused by repeated episodes of not breathing well at night due to upper airway collapse. In severe cases, this may occur over 30 times per hour. OSA usually results not only in snoring but also in a non-restful sleep that patients oftentimes report daytime fatigue and reduced energy. Untreated obstructive sleep apnea carries a significant risk to develop heart problems and other medical conditions. It is therefore important to diagnose and treat patients with OSA early. First-line treatment is usually CPAP, which is a pressurized mask patients have to wear at night and which helps them to breathe. Unfortunately, about half of all patients cannot tolerate such a mask, and they may wonder what options they now have. At the Center for Sleep Surgery at Metro Health, we offer very effective alternatives to CPAP. Before undergoing any type of sleep surgery, patients will typically undergo a thorough upper airway examination to identify the best treatment approach that is also tailored to the patient's needs. In some cases, more than one area of collapse can actually be found, which may include the soft palate, the tonsils, or a large tongue. Many OSA patients have benefited from hypoglossal nerve stimulation, also known as Inspire therapy, which is a pacemaker-like device that gets surgically implanted and which monitors patients' breathing and prevents upper airway obstruction. As a result, patients no longer have to use CPAP, and most people who have been implanted with this device report very high satisfaction rates. I want to encourage patients who have been diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea and who have not been able to use CPAP to contact our ears, nose, and throat department